Welcome everyone, welcome to the local community food centre. My name's Kate and today we are going to make a potato corn chowder that's nourishing, comforting and hopefully tastes really good. What you need for this is 5 to 6 corns of cob. It can be fresh or frozen or from a tin, but right now it's in season, so we're going to use fresh corn. And what you need to do is just husk the corn, and you want to take the kernels off. We actually did this in a previous video for our very popular corn salad. So you want to strip your corn. Get all those hairy bits off, just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to save the cobs, and you're going to make a cob stock for our chowder. So lots of hairy bits on here. So let's. So that's all you need to do. And you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised at how delicious this cob stock is. There you are, that's all you need. And you do that 5 to 6 times with your corn on the cob. And you keep the kernels and you pop the cob in 10 cups of water. So you're going to have 5 cobs in 10 cups of water, and to that you're going to add a couple of bay leaves. I've got some fresh sprigs of thyme from the garden. I like thyme in the stock. 2 teaspoons of salt, and anything else? No, I think that's it. And you give it a stir and you let it simmer for about 45 minutes, and that gives you a delicious corn stock. There we go. The next thing you want to do is you want to dice your carrots, your celery and your onion. I've done it ahead of time. You want to dice it nice and small, and those 3 ingredients, they make what they call in cooking a mirepoix. I love that word. I was going to call my cat mirepoix, but it's just a wonderful flavoring. And these 3 ingredients, a mirepoix is the start to any soup or stew. So you just pop onions, carrots and celery in a little bit of oil or butter, and you simmer it for 5 minutes. There we are. I've got a little bit of butter here, so I'm going to simmer our mirepoix for 5 minutes. And sometimes, you know what, if you don't know what you're going to cook, you're hungry and you don't know what to cook, just get onions, carrots and celery going, and you'll be inspired by the smell. But it's wonderful flavour at the beginning of any soup or stew. So you cook that. You should put the burner on for about 5 minutes. And to that you're going to add some minced garlic. I've done it ahead of time. So you're going to add some minced garlic. You're going to let that sizzle. And next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your stock ready. So we are going to take the cobs out of the stock. There we are. Just like that. Oh, one more. And there you have a delicious cob stock. I'm not sure whether you can see that on the camera, but there's your cob stock. Yeah. So next thing you want to do is you want to cut up potatoes In this recipe, we're going to use about 5 big potatoes, and I think we've done that ahead of time. Yep, here we are. Now sometimes if you think that's going to be too starchy for you, you can substitute half the potatoes for cauliflower, and I love putting cauliflower and potato into a chowder, but we've got those already. So we're going to wait 5 to 6 minutes for our mirepoix to sizzle, all those flavors to merge. There we are. Okay, once your mirepoix is ready, in about 5 to 7 minutes, you can pour in your cornstarch, just like that. We've got bay leaves and thyme, everything going in. And to that, you're going to add your potatoes and your corn. There we are. And you're going to let everything cook for about 20 minutes. You're going to put a lid on, and oh, that lid's too small. Do I have a bigger lid? Anyway, I don't. You're going to put a lid on and you're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. Okay. Now I have one that has been cooking for 20 minutes and it's actually cooled down. So it's sort of warm, and I tasted it and I added a little bit more salt. What I'm going to do, because it's not very creamy and I like a creamy corn chowder, so I'm just going to blend half of it, and that is going to make it super creamy. And then we're going to do the best part, which is tasting and seasoning. There we are. So I'm going to blend that up and it's going to make it super creamy. I love to do this with any soup I'm making. I just blend half of it up and it makes it thick and creamy. There we are. We're just going to pour that back in and give it a stir, just like that. All right, I'm going to put it back on the heat and warm it up, and then we're going to do the fun part. We're going to taste it and then we're going to flavor it. So I love the tasting part. Let's get a couple of spoons. All right, so we got consistency. I'm happy with the consistency. I'm going to taste it very first for salt. Needs a little bit more, just a dash more. There we are. And it needs a little bit of pepper more than anything. Okay, so we've got salt and pepper. Then I'm going to add some parsley. I love parsley. And when you add herbs at the end, it gives so much more flavor. So I'm going to add some parsley, and I'm just going to cook it for another few minutes. And I got a thing of tarragon. Okay. So I'm just going to put some tarragon in there, and maybe just a couple of things of, look at that lovely one of thyme. I'm going to pop that in there just for the last 5 minutes. Another spoon. There we are. Use this one, just give it a stir. Now the other thing I like to add is some cream. Okay. So you can put cream, you can put milk, or you can put a little bit of coconut milk. I love a little bit of coconut milk. So I'm just going to get a little bit of cream. This could actually be yogurt. You could put a little bit of yogurt in. I just want a little bit more of a flavor. And you know what a lot of chefs do? They put a dab of butter in right at the end too. So a little bit of cream, a little bit of butter. That could be milk, coconut milk, or a little bit of yogurt. And the other thing, when I went to get the cream, guess what I found? I found some ham. Okay, so this is left over from our meal the other day that Mike made, the wedge salad. So I'm just going to chop up some ham and pop that in. Now, a lot of times they make chowder with bacon, so you can add some bacon or you could add some chicken. But today it's going to be a little bit of ham, because that's what we got, right? So when you make a soup or stew, it's really about having the confidence to play, experiment, and just keep tasting until you think it's perfect. There we are. So we'll give it another stir. There we are, get the basil and the ham. And that is looking really good. Gonna turn it up a little bit. There. There we are. One final taste, and then we're ready to serve. That tastes good. So I'm going to let it heat up a little bit more, and then we're going to serve it with some lovely bread. Now, if I put a dab of butter in right at the end, I probably wouldn't butter my bread, okay? So that is up to you. Let's give it a stir. Oh, that's looking perfect. There you are. Trying not to be sloppy. Perfect. So to that, I'm going to add the grand finale, as usual, a little bit of cheese. But you can sprinkle some chives, a little dollop of yogurt, a little bit of parsley, just like that. And that is a bowl of delicious corn chowder. Thank you, everyone. We hope you stay safe and well, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.